Have you ever felt like your wife is pulling away but you can't figure out why? She's there physically, but emotionally she feels distant. The conversations are shorter, the laughter is rare, and the warmth that used to be natural now feels forced. You start to wonder, what happened? When did we stop being close? Most men don't wake up one morning and decide to push their wives away. It's not intentional. It happens slowly, through small habits, blind spots, and missed opportunities to connect. And by the time we notice the distance, it's already taken root. But here's the good news. Once you understand the mistakes that create that gap, you can fix them. You can rebuild connection, respect, and attraction. So today, we're going to talk about the 10 mistakes men make that push their wives away and what you can do differently starting today. Let's get started. Mistake number 1. Stopping emotional communication. When you were dating, you probably talked about everything. You shared your thoughts, your dreams, even your fears. But somewhere along the line, life got busy. Work, bills, kids, and the deep conversations faded. Now, most of your communication might be about chores or schedules. Here's the problem. Women connect through emotional intimacy. When that disappears, she starts to feel alone even when you're sitting right next to her. A simple fix? Ask her open questions again. How are you really feeling about things lately? Or, what's been on your mind this week? And when she answers, just listen. No fixing, no judgment. Emotional attention is one of the most powerful ways to reconnect with your wife. Mistake number 2. Taking her for granted. In the beginning, you probably noticed everything she did, the way she smiled, how she supported you, the effort she put into your relationship. But over time, routine sets in and appreciation fades. Maybe she takes care of the house, the kids, or supports your work and you've stopped saying thank you. When appreciation disappears, resentment grows. She starts to feel invisible. So here's the move. Notice her again. Thank her for the little things, even the ones you think she already knows you value. Hey, I really appreciate how hard you work for our family. Those words might seem small, but they're fuel for connection. Mistake number 3. Shutting down during conflict. A lot of men hate confrontation. So when things get tense, they go silent or walk away. It feels like the smart move. Avoid saying something you'll regret. But what your wife feels is rejection. To her, silence means disconnection. It tells her you don't care enough to work it out. Instead, try this. If you need space, say so. I'm upset right now, and I don't want to say something hurtful. Can we take a break and talk about this later? That simple explanation tells her you're still in it, just not ready in the moment. That's emotional maturity, and it builds trust instead of breaking it. Mistake number 4. Forgetting physical affection. Physical touch isn't just about sex. It's also hugs, kisses, a hand on her back, or holding her hand. When those small gestures fade, your wife feels the emotional distance growing. Most women crave affection that isn't goal-oriented touch that says, I love you, not I want something. Try this. Make a habit of physical connection without an agenda. Hug her when you walk in the door. Kiss her on the forehead before bed. Small, consistent gestures tell her she's still loved and desired. Mistake number 5. Failing to lead with intention. A lot of men stop leading after marriage, not in a controlling way, but in a confident, purposeful way. They stop planning dates, stop setting goals for the relationship, and drift into routine. Women are naturally drawn to a man with direction. When you lead with confidence, when you take initiative, it signals strength and care. You don't need to plan a grand romantic trip. Just take charge in small ways. Say, hey, let's go out Friday night. I made a reservation. Or, I want us to work on being more connected this month. Let's pick one night a week with no screens. Leadership creates safety, and safety builds attraction. Mistake number 6. Ignoring her emotional cues. Sometimes your wife won't come out and say what's wrong. She'll get quieter, or seem irritated, or pull away. Many men ignore those signals, hoping they'll pass. But when you ignore her emotional cues, it tells her you're not paying attention. You don't have to read her mind, but you do need to notice. If she seems off, say something like, you seem a little distant tonight, are you okay? It's not about solving her problem. It's about showing that you see her and you care. Mistake number 7. Letting yourself go. This one might sting a bit. Over time, some husbands stop taking care of themselves physically, mentally, or emotionally. You get comfortable. You stop working out, stop dressing with intention, stop challenging yourself to grow. Here's the truth. Attraction is built on effort. When you stop investing in yourself, your wife feels it. She doesn't just want a husband, she wants a man who's alive, confident, and purposeful. Start small. Hit the gym again. Read something that challenges your mind. Set goals that push you. When you grow as a man, your marriage naturally gets stronger. Mistake number 8. Over-prioritizing work or hobbies. A lot of men pour everything into their career or interests and give their wife what's left over. You might tell yourself you're doing it for the family to provide, to build security. But if she feels like she's competing with your job or your phone for your attention, she'll eventually stop trying to connect. You don't need to quit your job or give up your hobbies. You just need balance. Set boundaries with work. Put the phone down at dinner. Schedule real time for her the same way you'd schedule a meeting or a workout. Attention is the currency of love. Mistake number 9. Failing to express love in her language. Not everyone gives or receives love the same way. Maybe your wife feels love through words, or quality time, or acts of service. You might think you're showing love by fixing things or paying the bills, but if that's not her language, she might not feel it. Here's the tip. Figure out what speaks to her. Ask, when do you feel most loved by me? Then do more of that. When you show love in the way she understands, you make her feel seen and valued, and that deepens emotional connection fast. And finally, mistake number 10. Neglecting emotional growth. Every marriage changes over time. The man she married at 25 isn't the same man she needs at 35. Growth is part of love. But if you stay emotionally stuck reacting the same way, avoiding hard talks, holding on to pride, she'll start to feel like you're no longer growing together. Emotional growth means being humble enough to learn, to listen, and to change. It means taking responsibility when you mess up, apologizing without excuses, and constantly working to be better. Here's a simple mindset. Stop trying to win every argument. Start trying to win your wife's heart. That's real strength, and that's what keeps love alive. Now, let's quickly recap the 10 mistakes that push wives away. Number 1. Stopping emotional communication. Number 2. Taking her for granted. Number 3. Shutting down during conflict. Number 4. Forgetting physical affection. Number 5. Failing to lead with intention. Number 6. Ignoring her emotional cues. Number 7. Letting yourself go. Number 8. Over-prioritizing work or hobbies. Number 9. Failing to express love in her language. Number 10. Neglecting emotional growth. Every man makes some of these mistakes at one point or another. The goal isn't to beat yourself up, it's to recognize them early and start making small changes. Because the truth is, most wives don't stop loving their husbands. They just stop feeling connected, appreciated, and emotionally safe. And those are things you have the power to rebuild. The moment you start showing up again, really showing up, things shift. She softens. The walls come down. The spark that once felt gone starts to come back. Not overnight, but through consistent effort, leadership, and care. Your marriage doesn't fall apart in one big moment. It fades through small neglects, but it can be rebuilt the same way, one intentional choice at a time. So ask yourself this: which of these 10 mistakes do you need to work on first? Like, comment, and subscribe to Stronger Together for more marriage and relationship advice for men. Because when you grow stronger, your marriage grows stronger, and that's what being a real husband is all about.